Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Vox. Tracy here. And welcome to lots and lots of my newbies if they're checking me out on the blog. I know that they've been watching my videos and leaving comments and subscribing, but whether they're actually listening to me babble away in the corner, I have no idea. So if you are, hello and welcome. And well, it's been a really weird day today. I don't know why, but I've had a bit of a niggly headache around here. And you know how you kind of sometimes feel just that little tiny bit stressed for nothing? That's how I felt, like mildly anxious about nothing whatsoever. And well, I have to say it, a bit bored because, well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I have changed the way I do my videos. So the more that I record of an afternoon while Gary is watching his tipping point and all that stuff, the more I do then, the less I do during the day. But I did make a really lovely dinner, which we haven't eaten yet. But rather than watch said tipping point, Gary is in there playing Gollum. So yeah, again, he is crawling around looking for stuff, looking for precious, probably. You never know. So what else did I do today? I started a blanket. And I really should have brought it in to show you, shouldn't I? And something else. Just bear with me a sec. I'm back. So here it is. And it is really lovely. It's made with James C. Brett, which will unravel itself because I did wind it up a little bit much. Now, I've got a feeling it's a bit of a yarn eater. But here it is. Now, it started off obviously with the white, and then I changed the two blues, and then I've gone back to white. So now I'm on a colour change row. I can either go stripy, 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 and so on. Or I can do a nice big white bit and then do some more stripes, nice big white bit, do some more stripes. You follow me? So my kind of question to you guys is, what do you think I should do? Keep doing stripy, stripy, stripy. Let me just pull that through there so it won't unravel. So do stripy, 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 stripy all the way up, and then all of the stripes will be this size. With white, you know, two blues then white, two blues then white, or do a chunk of white and then those stripes again. So that's, I kind of stopped. I thought I'd get Gary's opinion, but his opinion was, I'm sure you'll do a good job. That was his opinion. So I'm making this with James C. Brett Flutterby. I have no idea how much yarn it's going to take, but I've been, for the last few days, just looking and looking and looking for stitches that I might like to work on, and having a fiddle with them. Fiddling with stitches, that's what I've been doing. Whoopsie. Okay, so let's do said joke of the day. And I'll show you something else I was doing today in a minute. So we're on, you know you're old when, hang on a minute, get that in. Ooh. Instead of the John, you call your bathroom the gym. Which does sound an awful lot better when you say, I go to the gym every morning. I wonder why you guys across the pond call the toilet the gym, the gin, the John. Got me at it now. The John. Why is it called the John? Why? I wonder. Now, could it be that the brand that made it was something like John Armitage? I don't know. Because we always had Armitage shanks at the bottom of our toilets. And the person who invented it, well, according to a very well-known TV programme, said it was Mr. Crapper. I don't know if that's true. That was just a joke, because it was a funny film. But I think it's one of those things that it actually is. Anyway, let's have a look at the... it's brokey. We've got a double brokey. Oh, look at that. How cute is that? How cute is that? Well, that's kind of made me feel a lot better today. So, yeah, first off, my day, I had to wait for the postman to collect just the one order, but I didn't want to delay it any further. And as always happens, as soon as he'd collected it, I got another one. And it would have been great to have done them together, you know. The other day he came and there were 6 and they were gigantic. And sometimes I think there was one day that he came and he said 12, and I said yeah, but they're all small, because they were all like crochet hook sets and like small packages. I said you'll be all right, it won't break you. But this time I went, it might only be 6, but it's definitely going to break you. So I made stitch markers, and I made them from some of my new ones. Now I've got these, and I wanted to make these. These are sugar skulls. Am I going the wrong way? Yes, I am. There we go. See, they're sugar skulls, but they are designed to have, like, be a bracelet. So they've got this little loop at the bottom, but I figured, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to make them anyway. So I've got lots of these. Got that one, and then that's not one, Tracy. I've got a purple one. Oh, all different colours basically in that, and they are snazzy, man. Got a blue one. Probably can't see it that well. Bluey. There's white ones and pink ones and lilac ones, all sorts of colours. So then I did some more of these little roses. They're well cute. I did the roses. And some of the yarn ball ones with the needles in. And some of the big fat yarn balls. Did some of those. And roses of all different colours. I didn't have any more angels left, unfortunately. I didn't do any gold ones because I just wanted to use up the silver ones that I'd already opened. See, that's a lovely one. Nice blue. You know, I'm a bit of a sucker for the blues. Sucker for the blues. So, then there's others like a baby safety pin, nappy pin. What is that? That's another sugar skull. What else have I got in here? Got the this sign, which is probably this sign that I love you, really, but I like to put it that way around. Oh, that way around. What am I doing? Hand went all funny then. And I got little like hearts with handmade with love on them. And we have the usual ones that I've done before, like pair of scissors. There you go. And oh, look, that's sewing machine. I thought it was a musical note when I first saw that. I didn't see all of it, but there's lots in here anyway. There's loads and loads. And there's my, there it is. There's the one that I was looking for. Yeah, so I was busy, and I made half a box of stitch markers, and then I realised, do you know what, I'm hungry. So I made my breakfast, and then the postie arrived, and as soon as I get the food on, he arrives. There they are in there. Now that I will put that with the half a tub I've got, so it'll be almost full, really, by the time I'm done. So what do you think of my blanket? Do you think I should do a big white chunk? I think so. I thought that looked really nice, and that's what I kind of thought I'd do, break it up a little bit, otherwise it'd just be stripy. Gary said, oh, I thought you were going to do it blue. I said, well, it's got 2 blues in it. I just didn't want to do one big whole plain blue blanket, but I've got plenty of other yarn to make that with. I've got that blue yarn that I got from Poundland. I bought plenty of that to make a blue blanket. So yeah, this one will be different. So yeah, once I've done it, I will do a tutorial for it, I guess, and obviously I'll make a small one. And I don't know about border yet. I'm just thinking about that. I'm a long way off of doing it, so it doesn't really make a difference. And today, another thing I did was I ordered and paid for the yarn genies. So wool genie, yarn genie, I don't know, just a genie. And I ordered those from my shop, and took a chance. But it's a very strange sight, it doesn't look the way they normally do, but it come up with an email that said thank you for your order and everything else. I think it's kosher. I wouldn't have really, if it had looked absolutely dodgy, I wouldn't have. Cheers. This is the lovely cup that Angel sent to me for my birthday. Still a bit hot yet. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with my day. And now Gary's home, and I've got to finish off the dinner, but he's just told me he's not hungry, which is great. So I wonder what you've been doing with your day, or wherever you are. It might just be starting. It always amazes me that, you know, that it's like when I used to do a live stream. I know I need to do some. I haven't done one for a little while, and people from all over the world at different times of the day in there. But yeah, I know I was going to do some evening ones, and I haven't got around to it. So one thing I was going to do today was a chemo beanie. I was going to do the tutorial. I think the ones I sent to Jane have been lost, because I'm sure she should have got them by now. And because it wasn't an order, I didn't write it down in the book, and I didn't do the tracking number and everything. So I don't know where it is, and I can't... one thing I'm sure, she gave me her address, so, you know, it wasn't like I sent it to a different address or anything. But yeah, it's very annoying, because I sent one to Jim as well, and I made her about 3 or 4. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do the tutorial for it, and after that, well, hope it fits. Send her some more, I guess. And I also sent her some bickies, which I know she'd like. Very annoying. Maybe some tea. I can't remember what was in the package now. I wonder where it is. Somebody's running around with my beanies on their head, perhaps. I don't know. Very, very, very disappointing. Somebody, I don't know who it was now, but they said, oh, I was listening to you, and I thought, oh my goodness, Tracy's gone posh, and then you became your normal self. What did I say that seemed posh? I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? I'm a lot posher than I used to be. I'll tell you that for nothing. I did. When I was a child, I was quite a little urchin. Yeah, I think my mother used to despair. But I always thought, you know, pot and kettle mother. You know, you say that, that's why I say it, because I hear it from you. You know, she must have said water for me to say water. But Tracy, say water. Mum, you don't speak like that. Come on. Parents are funny. I can remember my mum, whenever she picked up the phone, she'd go, hello. I go, oh God. And I used to look at her and go, what are you doing? And she'd go and say the number, like, 510-778, can I help you? I was like, oh, hello, you know, that sort of thing. You know, what is the phone voice all about? But yeah, back in the day, everybody had this telephone etiquette where they would say their number like they worked in some kind of office. The weirdest thing is I can still remember my number from my childhood. I can't remember what I did yesterday, mind you, but I can remember that. Crazy, isn't it? But the problem, the reason I remember it, I guess, is because I was always playing with the phone, and I was always up to no good with the phone as well. And in the end, my parents put a lock on it so that I could, because it was one of them. You know, I loved those phones. You know, the worst bit was when you had loads of zeros, and I used to like force it back round quick. You know, come on, good day. So. No, not 9s and 0s. But they put a lock on it. Now, first off, I thought that's not going to stop me. So my mum had this knife that was my brother had given her, because he was a butcher, and he gave her this knife that had been filed so much. It was like it was a big knife originally, but it was like this little pointy thing she used to do the vegetables with, but it had a lovely point. So I figured, I'm going to get it off with that. So I shoved it in, and I did a little bit, and it came off. So here I am, doing my mischief on the phone. Put the lock back. They didn't know until the bill come in. It hasn't stopped her, has it? So they bought a new lock. They bought a new lock, which that knife did not. I thought, that one's not me. So I'd lift a receiver and the two little black knobs, if you pressed them, you would be able to dial. And there was this talk about the fact that if you did that, you didn't pay for the call. I don't know how that worked, but the worst part of it was was 0 and 9. Yeah, do 0 10 times. Quite often cut yourself off by mistake. So it was a bit of a painstaking thing to do, but I did it anyway. Nothing ever stopped me from getting on that phone. I was obsessed. Long before mobiles, I was obsessed with the phone. And I used to sit there and chat away on it for hours and hours and hours. My poor parents' bills. And one day my mum came in and I was dressed in my hat and coat ready to go out. And I had this mustard coat, wool coat with a mustard kind of hat. And it was one of, I don't know, it's not a bowler hat, but it was shaped like a, I don't know, is it a fedora? I don't know, but it was stiffer. And anyway, I was sitting there by the phone, ready to go out, and she come in and she looked at me, and I'm talking away to this woman. She's like, who are you talking to? And I must have been about, at that time, this was my first baptism of fire into being naughty on the phone. I must have been about 3. So she said, give me the phone. And so she went, hello, who's this? And the woman said, oh, it's just the operator. He said, don't worry, we've been having a lovely chat. We've not been charging you for the call, but yeah, just been having a lovely chat. So that was it. After that, I was well and truly hooked on the phone. I was naughty girl on the phone. Always, you remember, like Bart Simpson. That was me on the phone. Oh dear, I don't know how I got onto that subject. Talking about my misspent youth. Cheers. Oh. Bit of a slurp there. Sorry about that. So yeah, if you could help me out with the blanket, what you think? I think both would look nice, don't get me wrong. But I think a white section would just make it pop a little bit more. I don't know for sure about. That's what I think. So yeah, today for me, yesterday for you, hump day. Here I go again with that. Yeah, hump day. So I've just recorded my winners video, and I managed to find out the name in the end of the person who was a series of numbers and letters. So annoying. Why on earth do YouTube go use a number, blah 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 blah, rather than just display that person's name? Don't get the logic. I actually don't. But do you want to be incognito? Is that what it is? I don't know. It's bizarre, isn't it? I think, anyway. Crazy times we're living in. Anyway, I don't really have much else to tell you today. I've been a bit busy. I've kind of got about 7 different stitches that I've been lining up thinking, oh, maybe I'll do something with that. And I don't like the way it looks in the end. It's sort of a bit misshapen. And so I think, no, I'll work on that one a bit more. But yeah, that one I think is just alpine stitch, but I quite like it, so I might do that one. It's quite pretty. I'm not frogging it now anyway. I've done too much. Yeah, I'm not a frogger. I'm not really. I don't like frogging, I have to say. It kind of. There are some people who are just like Krista in The Secret Yarnery, never minds frogging. Oh, don't worry, I'll just froggle that back. And I think, what? That would kill me. That really would. That would hurt. So yeah, I'm not a good frogger, I have to say. Once I've done it, it's like, no, mistakes staying where it is. It's only for me, at the end of the day. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this one. And don't forget to check out the Hump Day giveaway for yesterday. I know it's not yesterday for me, but it is for you. And the winner. And if you haven't seen my Granny Square one, or just where have you been? Because this is the no turning chain, no turning your work, seamless Granny Square. The new and improved. I don't think I can improve on it anymore. I think that's it now. That is the way it's going to be from this moment on. I like it a lot. I do. It is the way. This is the way, as Matt DeLorean would say. I think I said that yesterday. I might be repeating myself. I don't know. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one. And, well, let's hope it's a nicer day tomorrow. I'm a bit fed up with the gloom and the rain and everything else. At least we didn't have rain today, but it was damp out, you know, and overcast and not very pleasant. Wasn't freezing though, so that's a bit of an improvement already. So thank you, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.